Yeah, okay, so the runners will be starting in a minute. We're going to be transitioning over right now.
I forget I can watch it.
All right, cool. And we are over. The runners look about ready. They will be given their countdown shortly.
Of course, knowing Xandre, he's probably gonna want to go and get some food just as soon as the run has started, so do be prepared for false alarms.
Yeah, Xandre's just going to pause, like, during the collision 1 wrap.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, oh, my soup is ready. Yeah, the majority of the transitions you have been seeing, credit goes to Joey. I believe I made one of them, but the one that you've been seeing with the versus little logo, combination of Joey and Cowboy Knuckles, who have done the stinger transitions and the artwork leading up to the event. I've just been here mainly to do the overlays for the racing and the intermission screens, and also sign myself up for commentary, because why not? Looks like Xandre is doing Metallic 1 practice, so his instant noodles have probably got about another 45 seconds to go. Hopefully we'll get a go-ahead soon, but
Okay, looks like they're going to be given the countdown.
shouldn't be much longer than a couple of minutes.
Not even 30 seconds now.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and Noob Guy figured out the whole instant replay system, so kudos to all the staff. A little bit of a self-brag since I am one of the staff, but kudos to everyone who's helped out with this event. It wouldn't have been possible without all of you, but without further ado, I believe, provided Xandre is done practicing.
Okay, we are counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are off.
I like how just bouncing between the new game and continue at the start of the run.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. But specific viewer request, if it's not already been done. Boomfan asks if we can get the non-Toho music mod feed. So I suppose if it's possible, then it's possible. If it's not, it's not. I don't have audio on right now, so you can let us
straight away in Palm Trees. Xandre not getting the jump up the slope is going to cost him about a second.
Boom is really not a fan of Toho, so unlucky Toho fans. Looks like Xandre is going to be getting the second bug bounce, as is Shaw, so that's a really nice start from both of them. Shaw, however, is going to get the edge, given that he had a faster start.
They grabbed the speed boots. They bounced off the objects.
Start with the spinning start.
They start with a peeling start.
A peeling start. My bad.
Okay, right, Palm Tree 2, also like another relatively kind of simple level. Just grab the speed boots again, and yeah, that's what they're called now, they're speed boots. Bless Andrew Flatman.
I'm enjoying the sync here. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, because as soon as I said that, Xandre...
I'll come and say, oh, Shaw gets a 16, actually gaming.
Shaw is... he's in another level. He's on another level, rather, when it comes to tournaments, and I've seen this beforehand in the Sonic 2 tournaments and some of the other tournaments he's been a part of. He just, once he gets into his zone, he's there, you know. He's getting every strat you could imagine, you know. He's gotten, I believe, the 2 10s that we've had this tourney, unless I'm mistaken, have both been from him.
Sure, yeah, both been from him, yeah. One of them in the exhibition and one of them against me.
Mm-hmm. Cry about it.
Wow, toxic.
We do a little trolling. We do a little
We
trolling.
do. Oh, Xandre getting basically a perfect palm tree free there. 1833.
Very nice.
The
Sure.
family computer.
Sure, with a bit of the edge going into Collision Chaos, but CC1 is known to be subpixel hell for those who go for it as fast as possible. So
Yeah, Shaw's been having like ridiculously horrible luck with Collision 1 today. Well, like he's been subpixeled a lot. Oh, I think he got it first try now. And he couldn't have picked a better opponent to want to get it first try.
And Xandre backs it up as well.
Yeah, Xandre saves the wrap after his 2-frame tap rather than the 1.
It's a very clean start for both runners, besides the odd mishap, if you will.
And Shaw getting a 16, like less than mid-16. That's extremely fast.
Shaw is, if I'm not mistaken, potentially on pace right now.
Uh-huh.
But
he's going to get the double frame perfect, yeah?
Yes, he is. Incredible.
Gaming. Xandre misses the double frame perfect, but it's fine because he gets the backup peel out jump straight away.
Oh, little jump there from Shaw instead of peeling out, but not a problem. Maybe 0.8 to a second. Probably not much more than that, so it's still looking like a really solid collision 2 for Shaw. Finishing with a 25, I believe.
I've not had any verbal confirmation from either of these runners, because obviously Xandre has been busy and I've not had an opportunity to ask Shaw. But I'm guessing both of the runners are going to go for Title 2 wrap, because Xandre did against you.
Xandre only did against me because he said, should I? And I said, why not? So I can't guarantee that he will, but I know that Shaw, if he's confident enough, he'll give it at least one attempt. Well, and I think, yeah, given that he's got a bit of an edge over Xandre right now,
he's been subpixeled on his last 2 attempts, so he's probably thinking, maybe if I go for it this time, I won't get subpixeled.
Boom fan in the chat telling Xandre to jump.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got a yump.
Yeah, yump. Swedish version.
6
second lead for Shaw right now, going into Title 1.
I didn't see his time he time travelled out. Was that 16 he time travelled out? Oh, no, not 16, sorry. 10. What am I talking about?
It should have been, yeah.
Yeah, is he going to time travel it? Wow, low 17. Okay.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about a lot of the remakes and remasters that you get with classic Sonic games. They patch out all the fun stuff, which is why a lot of people prefer to go with the true classics, in the same way that a lot of people don't. Moving peel out is one of the major things that was patched out in CD11, mainly because it's such a broken glitch, but thancefully...
Okay. It's short. No,
okay, Shaw's not.
He's doing glitchless TC2. Okay. What about
Xandre?
What about Xandre?
Is not.
Oh, also doing glitchless. Okay, so they're both playing it safe. I think both runners just want to, like, win this match. So...
I think it's a smart move from both of them, because given that this isn't... we're not looking at sort of grand final... well, I mean, we nearly are, but we're not looking at grand final levels right now, or losers finals in that same sense, so there's not much point in risking something like that.
Sure, with a 34 solid, 34 flat. Okay. And
Xandre with a
also a 33.
Gaining a little bit of time back over Shaw there.
Fantastic analysis. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, Tej Kamara. I don't know. How's that? Oh, I must have missed that one.
Kamara's a legend. Right, both runners on to...
Nice one, Boom. Shaw gets it. Xandre barely gets it. Nice little backup there. Yeah, the term Nina does come to mind, Nuka. So, after all this, there's only 5 seconds between them, which just goes to show how both of these runners are on that sort of level. You know, Shaw a bit less experience in this game, but we know that he can be an absolute beast when it comes to tourneys. Xandre, obviously a bit more experienced in the game. He's been running it for much longer, but hasn't had as many tourney appearances as I'm aware of. It's going to be very interesting. Shaw gets the wrap. Xandre, I believe, going for it once more? I believe that's a second try for Xandre, if I'm not mistaken.
Shaw got it first try.
Yeah, I like how Noob Guy just replies to Flying Fox with no. There is no next game. It's over. No more tournaments. Goodbye. Oh, sure, making a mistake at the start of Collision 2 there. Tries to back it up, but jumps a frame late. Thankfully doesn't get hit by the spring, which means that he can just continue on. Doesn't have the time travel anymore, which means that there's no point stopping. So, not too much of a deficit for sure, but it's unfortunate at this sort of high level of gameplay.
But it's otherwise a really clean courts too. Because Xandre's on for about 23 here. Yeah, 23.
Lean. So Xandre's slowly chipping away at that time gap between the two. Still only about 5-6 seconds.
Right, Arda Runner's going to get Owless.
Shaw goes for it. He gets it.
And he gets it. Come on, Xandre, you can do it too.
2 for 2.
He's pausing a long time on that one.
He was thinking about what to do there. I think he was thinking he would be too late if he repaused, so he went for the jump, but unfortunately, counteractively, he was too early there.
The old cogs were turning slowly there, weren't they?
Hmm.
Next game should be Socket. No.
Really isn't much to comment on this boss. Sonic has balls falling all over his head, and he tries to avoid them.
Dr. Robert likes to drop his balls on you.
Yeah.
His balls look a little spiky, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Sonic isn't a fan of having spiky balls smothered all over his face, so he tries to avoid them as best as possible when he can.
Right,
Into Wacky One for sure. All I can say is GL.
Right, so for those not familiar with Wacky One, Shaw's given a very good demonstration of it. You make one little error with your movement, and you can kiss goodbye to like 15 plus seconds. Because you basically, unless at like certain points, you need to avoid the floor because it just bounces you up.
So here's where the lead change comes into play, because Xandre thankfully has not made any mistakes so far. He's going to go for the MPO, and the only thing that could happen now is if he gets soft-locked, which he has not, so that's going to be a 24 for Xandre, very clean. Unfortunately, Shaw made quite a few mistakes at the start. Well, I suppose one thing led to another. He made one mistake, and from there, it's very hard to control. So he's going to be losing 20-30 seconds over Xandre. excuse me, over Xandre. So there's your first lead change of the race, but I expect to see a couple
He's soft locked. He's soft locked.
more. That's a soft lock for sure. That's unfortunate. After this amazing start for sure, Wacky One has done it again. That's an instant replay moment right there.
That is super unlucky. So that can happen if you're like a frame early or a frame late on the last on the jump that you need while you're doing the climb, and if you like don't recover it completely. Sure gets Wacky One basically as you should second go round.
He saved that really well.
Oh, wow. Okay, he nearly soft locked again.
These things scare me when they pause during the MPO section. Because, like, you know, so, the section itself is so variable in terms of terrain that depending on where you jump out, it could just be a case of zipping a couple frames to the left, or it could be you've soft locked. But it's very hard to tell.
Yeah. Xandre indeed having a very clean Wacky right now. Is he going to get the zip into the boss room? Is he going to go for it?
No, he's going to get
fine.
extra man.
It's fine, because he only loses a couple of seconds if you don't get it. It's not a big deal.
Oh, he ignored the extra man. That's not really.
He didn't get the extra.
Money.
He didn't get the extra man though. Noob guy is crying. And the Wacky 3 boss, you wait for the platforms to come down, you jump up, you hit Dr. Robert.
You do the hokey cokey.
You turn around.
And that's what it's all about.
28 Wacky 2 from Shaw, which is kind of about where you want it to be.
It's acceptable, yeah. I mean...
Yeah. Oh, Xandre got the funny boss kill with the bouncy platforms. He's kind of styling on Shaw right now.
Yeah, he's... Sorry, I'm kind of eating here. But, he's... yeah, I'm doing a Xandre. Yeah, he's definitely going for all the big ball strats, bar Tidal 2, and he's getting most of them. You know, he had a pretty much flawless Wacky 1. And it's just the little things. It's when it comes to top runners, it's always the little things that matter the most. Because you notice how both of them have, up until that mistake from Shaw and Wacky 1, it was very, very similar gameplay. But it's just talking about who has the most of those little optimizations and levels.
Xandre having a very clean Stardust right now. 1981, very good.
Meanwhile, Shaw is
Shaw going for funny boss kill. Is he going to get it? No.
No. So Xandre comfortably ahead, but as we've seen in Metallic Madness before, anything can happen.
I don't think Xandre will be going for the wrap. He seems to be playing it safe in Metallic. Uh-oh.
I mean, we did see him practicing the wrap beforehand, so we'll certainly have to see.
Okay, 24 Stardust 2, so he lost a couple of seconds there, but not a big deal. He's still comfortably in the lead at the moment. By about 40 seconds.
I think a tad more than that, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe.
Because that's adding on Stardust 2 as well,
yeah.
Looking closer to a minute.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, no, that was a really nice... I'm pretty sure that was the exact same time that Xandre got.
Yeah, they completely matched each other on Stardust 1. Metal Cody race. He's going to be wanting to get away from Dr. Robert. He's coming at you with his laser.
Metal Cody and John Putin at it again.
This jump thing is honestly it's so stupid. It's so
It
stupid.
really is. Some of the memes that we come up with in this community can be
So oh my god.
indescribably stupid, but here we are today. Here we
Yeah.
are today. Doing a tournament to celebrate the people who come up with these stupid memes.
Basically.
Xandre cutting it fine.
Really fine. I thought he was gonna put a me then.
Classic Teach moment.
My butt cheeks clenched. He almost let Metal Cody win, I know.
So Shaw entering Stardust 3, whereas Xandre leaving Stardust 3. So there is about a minute and 15 seconds between the two of them.
So what's Xandre gonna do here? Is he gonna go for the rat? No, he's playing it glitchless.
Very smart move.
I honestly don't blame him because he plays glitchless like an absolute demon on this level as well, so... He's got a 23 every time.
Clean.
And he's got it again. He's got it again. He is disgusting. How you can.
Xandre is hacking. I think you're right there.
Yeah. Xandre he's got the cheat engine on the go. He's hacking sub-pixel legal time compared to submitted.
Yeah, in the wise words.
Oh, that was very close. But yeah, sure, an extremely clean star spree there.
I think my balls just went back up into my body with that one. Jesus.
Yeah, can the runner stop doing that, please?
Yeah, would be appreciated.
If he sticks to the old route, he's on pace for like a 32 here.
Which he is. I believe that's the smartest. Oh, went for Ven skip.
He went for Ben skip? That's wow, okay.
Yeah, that is a move. That is a move to go for the old route and then proceed to go for a sub-pixel dependent frame perfect trick, which just it does not happen.
I think it's even more than that. Like vent skip is like a complete mystery. Like
from what I've heard, Xandre say about it.
No one knows how it works.
Sorry, okay. I should not laugh at that. I should not laugh at that. That's unfortunate for sure, but at the same time, I have no idea. What is he doing? I mean, okay. Shaw's had a few too many rolling rocks, I think.
I think he has, yeah.
I think he may be calling it there.
For this round, yeah. Forfeit.
Forfeit, that's unlucky, sure, but I believe, given how things went in Wacky 1, it was going that way anyway, but a solid effort nonetheless. Just gonna wait for Xandre to finish this one out. Boom fan with the weak. I think we all agree, yeah. Very weak move from you, Shaw. It's not very cash money of you. Yeah, that's one for Xandre. And based on the prediction, I believe... Oh no, never mind. Yeah, most people predicted Xandre to win, actually. So, fair plays to those who predicted right. Shaw practicing Wacky 1 and falling off the exact same way that he did last time. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. It's difficult. But I think it was the smart move from Shaw here because he knew that if he forfeited early, it gave him the chance to practice Wacky 1 a little bit before the next race. But that's big GG's for Xandre. Nearly a 10. 11:02 is a phenomenal time to get.
Especially in a tournament setting. Speaking from experience, and I'm sure you can attest to this as well, the nerves, they do creep in.
They do. Like, it's very hard to control them.
when you have to perform in a race setting against potentially like hundreds of people, like it could be, you know, like it's very easy to kind of overthink it, and
100%.
especially if you see you're on that good green pace, you know.
Hmm. And for the record, that is only a 40-second, not even that, close to a 35-second difference between Xandre and his PB, so I would not be complaining.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be counting down for the next race. Right now, we're no hanging about on this one. We're going to be going right back into it.
Right back into the action. And it's lights out and away we go.
We are off.
What is so funny? What is so funny?
Text up, just new guy being an idiot again.
Honestly, man.
Okay, and right. Anyway, back to the gameplay. Oh, Xandre making a bit of an error in Palm Tree 1 here. I'm pretty sure I did this in one of my races as well. Like, fell down to bottom.
Yeah, a little bit of a.
23 from sure. Yeah, 23-16. And we've got the instant replay on the go. So you can see exactly.
I love me some instant replay.
How Xandre made the Eric. Yeah, this is just like 1-1 in Mario. Yeah.
Sorry, Chris Pratt as Mario.
And Shaw getting the 1766.
Yeah, he could have done it, as Boom mentioned, he could have done it a bit faster if he went for flagpole glitch, but
it's okay because he got the warp pipe to 8-4. So
yeah. He can save a frame rule in the second room of 8-4 as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just needs that lightning start.
Yeah, he needs the lightning 4-2 beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see if he gets it after this level. He's gonna go for it.
Okay, 1920
second buffer. Oh, but he gets warped back to the wrong place. It's unfortunate. No lightning 4-2.
Xandre seems pretty consistent at the quick descent on punk.
Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy.
Imagine a bus smashing into her face. That's what it feels like.
Can we go back to Toho audio? At least I think Boom will have an aneurysm if we go back to Toho audio. So I think it's best to leave it as is rather.
It feels like wow. Okay.
Wow. It's
Toxic.
not very nice, Kokens.
Toxic.
Meanwhile, Xander Speedrun is going for Collision 1 wrap, and he's messing it up. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think most people will. Boom. Common Toho L. But,
boldness is a sign of manliness that Kokens will never achieve. That's why he talks about it all the time. He's just jealous.
Sure, getting the
take note of my testosterone count and cry.
Sure, I can't speak words, but Shaw got the double frame perfect jump at the start of Collision 2, which shows that he has voluptuous balls. No comment.
Okay, pretty clean collision 2 from Shaw there, 25. There's no time to be sniffing at all.
Yeah, voluptuous is my favourite word, Jimmy, if you didn't already know.
And Xandre having a lot of fun right now in Collision 2. He's just decided to take the fast reset. Okay, I don't blame him for that.
Is it voluptuous? I've always said it voluptuous.
It's voluptuous. Jimmy's
I did not.
correct on that one.
I did not know that. I get double 8s in English, and I still don't know this.
Xandre fast resetting again.
Yeah, this is going interestingly for Xandre. This could be the chance where Shaw wins a game back. Yeah, Jimmy, I have an A star in English, and I still suck. Makes me sad. Anyway, back to the gameplay.
Okay, immediately years later, Xandre finally gets to the end of Collision 2.
Yeah, he's doing manual RGT, so I don't know if he's going to be able to math fast enough. And I can tell you that we were not paying attention, but he did, wow.
Yeah, he did, yeah, so... Xandre clearly more big brain than us. 19 title 1 from Shaw again. He's really consistent at that.
Yeah, it is important to remember that Xandre does still have a chance in this, whether it be from Shaw forfeiting or Shaw playing Wacky 1. Oh, but that is unfortunate for Xandre falling down there. And again! It's not Xandre's race to be won this, I don't think. Although, that being said, anything could happen.
I do believe, though, for some reason, Xandre is on emulator.
He is, and Shaw's going for Title 2. Will he get it? Will he get it? Will he get it? Ladies and gentlemen, he got half it.
That's so unlucky. That's so anticlimactic. Yeah, Xandre hasn't played fully on emulator in quite some time. Because he's usually on console now, so he's probably having to find himself like readjusting to not only like the frame timings on certain things, but his input method as well.
Yeah, if you're using a run ahead 2 with RetroArch, I believe it can narrow it down to about a frame's input latency difference. But if I'm not mistaken, perhaps it's 2. But you can't get it as accurate as a Genesis for obvious reasons. So there is a difference there, especially when it comes to things like one-frame zips, because there has to be that ever so slight delay in your control, in your hand movement, if you will. And the worst part about that is, as many runners have noticed with CD, it can be a pain when you're trying to do one-frame repauses because it often drops your inputs a lot more so than runs such as Sonic 2 would. At least from my experience, and I know from many others' experience too.
No, it's exactly the same with me, and basically every runner of this game has that same complaint. The inputs getting dropped. Collision 1 is the biggest offender on that one. But just when you're trying to initiate the second right zip to do the wrap, and it just doesn't ever take your right input on the first 500 presses. Shaw getting the good kill first attempt.
Sorry, I'm choking on my water. Yeah.
It's okay.
Shaw is not making any mistakes in Title 3, which is very good news, especially for a top runner, because it is the kind of thing that you would expect. But at the same time, Title 3 can be a pain for anyone, and messing it up can be, in a best case scenario, a 20-second... Well, actually, Shaw knows a secret backup, so best case scenario, 6 to 8 seconds.
Shaw not getting the court swan wrap first time.
Second try, though.
Second try. So the problem with the court swan wrap, it's a great trick, and it's easy to do, but it's also extremely easy to mess it up. as well.
Oh, Shaw is going to go for the Cubby backup, I believe, by doing an MPO into this spring, which zips you straight down into the ground. Because unfortunately, what happened there is that Shaw, he managed to time travel into the future, but sometimes, depending on, I believe, it's either subpixels or your location when you're time traveling, you won't get clipped into the slope/wall as well as you would with certain other locations, so it's kind of random.
Shaw really minimised his time loss there, though, getting a 1268 after the fast reset. So
Nightbot is
that would
alive.
have worked out almost the same anyway, so...
Yeah, apparently Nightbot has about a 30-hour latency, because out of nowhere, Nightbot just drops the prize pool link, which I was alluring to earlier, if anybody would like to contribute to the prize pool.
Someone using Nightbot on BizHawk.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so Shaw having a fairly clean course 2, 23-21. Xandre into courts 1, gets the wrap.
It's very clean from Xandre. Unfortunately, there is about a 2-stage difference between the runners, although it wouldn't look like it since they're both in Quartz Future. Unfortunately, that is the case. Sure, not getting Owless, as it is known as, I suppose. It's really just a fast way to get into the Quartz 3 boss arena. It saves a couple seconds, but who doesn't love a bit of SM64 referencing?
Yeah, Shaw's going to be LBJ in his way across Wacky 1 next.
Yeah.
LBLJ.
Wacky 1's more like SBLJ because of how bloody difficult it is.
What's the tournament looking like? We are in the semis with Xandre and Shaw. And it will be next. I could try and guess without looking at the schedule, but I'm not going to do that.
It should be Andis Kokens.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it'll be Andis Kokens next. The four-way was a good match. I do agree with that.
Good start to Wacky by Shaw. He's learned from his mistake.
He has, yeah. He got really lucky there on that platform that you peel out on. So if you're too fast for that cycle...
Oh, his cycle's going to be off. No, they're not.
No. Yeah, so if you're too fast, like, so this platform that you have to peel out of, if you're too fast for that, you can end up in the funny teetering animation, and it can completely throw off, like, the rest of your level.
Oh, that's interesting.
The
reason why inputs drop in Collision Chaos is because the frame rate varies down, so it wouldn't register your inputs as precisely.
Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't surprise me at all.
By the way, Jimmy, if you could do me a favour and DM me later, I have some Mega Drive modding things that I would like to discuss with you at some point. Into Wacky 1 for Xandre and Wacky 2 for Shaw, so perhaps that gap is being made up. Although that being said, it appears that Shaw is ahead on the IGT front. But it seems to be a very clean Wacky... Oh! Commentator's curse. Commentator's curse, there we go. I apologise, Xandre, if you believe that was Commentator's curse, because that was a really clean Wacky 1 for Xandre until that moment. Pretty decent Wacky 2 for Shaw, getting a 26. Usually, the best sort of time you'd aim for would be like a high 24, low 25, but in a tournament setting, 26 is perfectly acceptable. Going into Wacky 3 now, for sure. See if he has to get the extra man. And he does not. He skips the extra man. Meanwhile, Xandre getting the time travel. Yeah, there we go. Time travel to do the upcoming Wacky 2 level wrap. Xandre gets it, perhaps? He knows where to stop. He's going to do the MPO, and he gets it. Very nice. That's going to be a similar time for Xandre, I believe. A high 25, so pretty good from Xandre. Pretty good from both runners, actually. There's certainly nothing to complain about with 25 and 26. Wacky 2s. Sure, not getting the quick kill on Wacky 3. Xandre going into Wacky 3 now. That's a 104 though from Shaw. That's a very good time for Wacky 3. See if Xandre has to get the extra man. Oh, he may have to after that one. Oh, he still goes for it. And that was a clean backup from Xandre, only losing a couple seconds there. He knew what he was doing, and that's what's great about the top runners. There are just these little things that they know how to back up on. Even though, as Boom mentions, there was that platform cockblock, if you will. You know, Xandre knew that if he jumped off within a couple frames, he'd still conserve most of his momentum. And he uses that to his advantage instead of being bounced up by the floor. Wow, that is a really nice Stardust one for sure. 19.8. Did Xandre get the kill? I don't believe he did.
Shaw really going in for the kill in this match.
He's going for every last little detail that he can, obviously other than Tidal 2. Every last little detail that he can, just so he can get that edge over Xandre. And I think that going into a potential Game 3, if things continue the way they are, both runners stand a very good chance.
He's given no space to Xandre at all.
But on that note, Xandre is holding up very well. Has to be said. Not too many mistakes from Xandre. Continuing on, you know, and he's gaining these little seconds back. Take Wacky 2, for example, you know, he just gains about just under a second back, but it's just those little instances that they do add up. That being said, that little unfortunate ending at the end of Stardust 1 there meant that that second is kind of obsolete now.
Metal Cody time, John Putin. You know the deal.
Yeah, John Putin, Metal Cody, funny meme. Sonic's gonna go right. Shaw's going to stop to do a peel out here so we can roll down these slopes, and that's going to get you a bit of momentum so that you can jump over that spike section. He's going to continue on his way, jump over a little pit, and then jump over or into another little pit. Stopping to do another peel out, the second instance of doing a peel out.
Ooh, got kind of cock blocked by that little ceiling there on there. That second peel out jump.
Ooh, nearly did a U as well. It was based on the way that he stopped there to do the peel out. That could have been very unfortunate. But one thing to note, very, very clean Stardust 2 for Xandre, mid-21. Not much to complain about there whatsoever.
And basically, a perfect Stardust 3 from Shaw 105 is, I think, as fast as you can get.
I believe you may be able to do it maybe like a couple tenths faster, but I'm not too sure about 104. Now, what I'm interested to see is what Shaw is going to do here. Because he knows that he has this lead. He's
going for the wrap. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's.
He's
It looked
taking
like he
it.
was then. He kind of faked it, and then.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice of movement there for Shaw, but he's going to be taking it glitchless. Nearly got hit by one of those springs there, but that was a nice little backup, just knowing when his speed wasn't enough, turning around.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 26. I think he's. Yeah. I don't think he wanted to risk it on the wrap. He wants that victory royale.
Hmm.
Xandre not even stopping to do the peel out at the end of Stardust 3.
Probably the smarter move, given that it would. I would consider it the safer option to just play things out and for the rest of this run.
Yeah, the Victor Royal. Very true, none.
Now, I believe Shaw will be going for the new or newer 32 seconds or lower, I suppose, depending on how he plays it. It can go down to about 28, but this new route that's used in Metallic 2, instead of going the top route and staying in the present, he's going to take a pass sign and do a relatively specific set of jumps so that he can position himself at a certain point when he time travels. He's going to come out of that time travel and using the invincibility frames that you get from that time travel.
Oh, he just zipped one frame too far.
Yeah,
to the right. He recovered though. Very solid recovery. There's still going to be a 33. Wow.
Yeah, that's very clean. Very solid recovery from Shaw. I think Xandre knows that he's behind because he's going for the wrap. He does not get it. That is unfortunate. Believe maybe a frame or two late, I'd like to say, although he knows it better than me. Shaw, meanwhile, going for the task clip in Metallic 3. Third frame.
And he gets it, yeah, very nice.
Can he successfully climb out?
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he can. Very
He got
nice.
to the bug room at 8.
That is...
That was incredibly clean.
Metallic Madness 1 wrap saves about 2-3 seconds. It depends how consistent you are with the glitchless route, but glitchless you'd aim for anywhere between a high 23 and a high 24. With the wrap you'd be aiming for like a low 22.
Xandre having some issues on the wrap here.
Finally gets it though.
I think Shaw's on for a 113 Metallic 3 here.
Could be looking really good.
Yep, 113.
113,
Yeah, wow, that's
GG's.
really good. 1106. GG's. So that makes it 1-all, and we're going to be going into race 3.
Race 3. Commiserations to Xandre. Had some unfortunate luck on some of the levels, but despite this, playing really cleanly throughout most of this run, and he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for this vent skip.
He really wants the vent skip. Like he's been the only runner I've seen that can pull that off.
It.
He actually got it. He's
that one.
Yeah, he's been having his chicken wings. He definitely ate his cereal this morning.
Yeah, he's had his Weetabix.
He's had his Wheaties.
Xandre also getting the task clip in Metallic 3.
How do you vent skip? Literally unknown. None. Unknown. Yeah, you jump and pray. I went at it for like an hour trying to get it and never got it once. So, literally don't know.
Xandre finishing this one out with the last couple of hits on the final boss. Sure, doing some more wacky one practice.
He's had some unfortunate wacky ones in this tourney.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As many of us have. That's
Yeah.
a 24 in practice, nice. And that is GG's for Xandre. Also, a low 113. So that's a very, very clean Metallic 3 from Xandre, finishing out with a 1304. Not bad at all.
Runners having a quick bathroom break.
Of course, commentators don't get a break.
So, what is your thinking for possible victor of the tourney so far, from what you've seen? Obviously,
Sure.
we haven't seen Iandis play yet.
For
He did
victor of the tourney.
He did get world record earlier
See,
in offline practice, so he's probably feeling good.
the issue with what I'm seeing is there are four people who could potentially take this, and that's Joey, Xandre, Shaw, Iandis. Shaw and Iandis haven't been running the game as long as Joey and Xandre have, so Joey and Xandre are the more experienced, but when it comes to tournaments, Shaw and Iandis have the upper hand, I think. So it's very hard to say. It could be any of them.
Kokens will win it all, yeah. Kokens has been hoarding.
Yeah, Kokens is just gonna pull out the 9 strats. We'll call them 9 strats, because sure, why not? Gonna be kicking things off again very soon.
Okay, right. So Palm Tree 1, you know the deal. You got to get the speed boots. You got to bounce off the enemies. My screen is very small. Shaw with 22. Xandre with a 25.
I think out of this one, I'm gonna put it down. For sure takes it.
Peeling start, etc., etc. Yeah, thank you much. And sure, go Bostansky jump again. That's his favorite thing to do. And he time travels. Okay, is he gonna get slow click?
Unknown. Oh, that was a very nice.
Yeah, very nice. Palm Tree 2, flat 17.
Very nice Palm Tree 2. So that's already 5-second lead. 5.62 second lead. I think. Yeah, my math is right. Going into Palm Tree 3, that is. Xandre going for the quick drop down. Does he get the quick drop down? He's going for it. He does. That's an 18.4 for Xandre, and a 19.2 for sure. So, little bit more balanced out there. But it's still all to play for. That is 3 of... how many levels in this game? 21? Yeah, 21 levels. Xandre gets it first try for Collision 1 wrap. I'm going again, Shaw a little slow on his input there. But nonetheless, a very clean Collision 1 wrap from both runners. Yeah, so we're looking at about a... in the realms of a 5.37 second lead, for sure. But there isn't really much point in me updating on that kind of thing, because as we've previously seen, there is everything to play for. Sure, unfortunately not going to be getting the double frame perfect jump at the start of Collision 2 this time. Xandre nearly travelling to the pass there, that would have been highly unfortunate. I believe a little bit of a mishap for both runners here in Collision, but that being said, it's Collision 2. Collision 2 is known for being one of the more problematic levels in the run. So I think Shaw's going to come out slightly ahead on this one, in terms of on a level basis, yeah. 31.35 for Shaw, 32 for Xandre. Which, again, in a tournament setting, perfectly acceptable. Xandre going to be missing the quick kill, or the quick skip on the boss, the ceiling skip. Shaw's going to be getting it. That is a frame perfect trick. It should be noted that it does only save 2 seconds thereabouts.
It's actually a 2-frame window for that trick.
It's a 2-frame window?
Yep, it's a 2-frame window, yeah.
Kokens told me it was frame perfect.
Kokens is lying.
Thanks, Kokens. Yeah, 2-frame window,
yeah, if you
does
read the doc,
explain why I'm a bit more consistent at it than I thought I would be.
if you read the doc, it shows both frames that it works on, and I've used both frames. Can confirm.
So Shaw is about 8 seconds ahead.
Xandre told you it was frame perfect. It probably was only 1 frame that he knew of when you first learned it.
Yeah, grrr.
Xandre. Xander. How dare you?
Xander speedrun. That's a 22 for Xander speedrun and a 19 for sure. As I mentioned previously, it's these little optimizations that just do so much for top level runners, especially in a race setting.
Okay, into Title 2, I think we're going to just see glitch list from both runners. I don't think either of them are going to want to put it on the line and go for the wrap.
Glitch list for both, based on the peel out at the start, as opposed to that jump that you would do.
So for those unaware, with a specific setup, there is a 25% chance of the wrap failing, approximately, due to subpixels.
And even on top of that, there are multiple frame perfects going into it, so...
Oh, you actually don't have to do, like, there's a new setup, where you don't even have to do, like, a lot of frame perfect movement. It's like a 2 frame perfects now.
And we say 2 frame perfects to make it sound like a good thing. Because if you take it back to Sonic 2, the N2 wrap, to do optimally is, I believe, 6 frame perfects. So, welcome to top level Sonic gameplay. A low 34 for both runners. Very good, once again. Here's a bit of a tipping point, though. Tidal 3, as we've seen before.
No, both of these runners are extremely confident with Tidal 3. They basically never fail it.
I mean, you do say that, but when I was in VC with Xandre doing our races earlier, he said that he was likely to mess it up. Perhaps now that he's warmed into runs a little bit, he's...
He's got it, he's got it.
Yeah, there we go, nice. Now for sure to follow suit.
You could basically tell, so you know that, like, that kind of square on the ground they stand next to? Like, at the start. When you're falling, if you fall completely central to that square, then you only need to basically do a neutral jump when you land. And you get it every time.
Why does nobody tell me these things? Would help.
I thought everyone knew. Sorry.
Great. It's Quartz 1 wrap time! Starting off with Xandre. He doesn't get it, so he's going to be going for it again.
Get it. He got a bit overconfident there, I think, not pausing for the roll. Whereas Shaw being a bit more careful with it. There we go.
So that's a tiny bit more time loss for Xandre there.
Still all to play for, though.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it should be about a 12-second difference between the two of them.
We not mentioned Sonic 2. Who mentioned Sonic 2?
Yeah, sorry. Trigger warning, Sonic 2.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning, Hilltop.
Yeah. Trigger warning, Metropolis.
The second I said Hilltop, I knew Boom would be there with that comment. I knew Boom would be there straight away. He's a
Hilltop 2
Hilltop defender.
Yeah. See, the thing is, Hilltop 2 is still my favourite level in the Sonic 2 run. It has to be said. Because Hilltop 1 kind of sucks. But Hilltop 2, I find really fun in terms of movement. And I hope Boom can back me up on that.
Top is definitely kinda based for Knuckle, but not for Sonic.
Yeah, Hilltop 2, solid level. Yeah, Boom fan's favourite. For those of you unaware, that's referencing back to a very old Tawny clip of December of 2020, where Joey said in a very mocking voice, Boom fan's favourite, as he went into Hilltop 1, only for Boom fan to then die to the spiky little fucker at the start.
Yeah. Knuckles. Oh, okay. Wow. Can Noob Guy just can you just time none to one out, please? Thank you.
Yeah, unlucky. No, that's going to be classed as hate speech.
Language English. You were joking. No, none. You weren't. You were never joking. You are never joking. Also, Tails main. Pepe laugh. Ooh, I'm just gonna fly over all the levels.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so...
Yeah, there's nothing really to talk about in Quartz 3, so that's why...
No, like, neither one have got Owlus, there you go.
Yeah. Congrats! Once again, 12-second difference. Now, here's something to talk about. Who's gonna fuck up Wacky 1 first?
I think Shaw's gonna get it this time. I think he's probably feeling confident. He's probably like, yeah, this race, you know.
So Xandre...
Both runners gonna get a clean Wacky 1. Oh.
This is intense.
This is a first in the tourney. I think we're both runners are gonna pull off a clean Wacky 1 in their race.
That's a 24.85. Shaw is on smoke right now.
Someone check Shaw's computer, please.
Yeah. He might be using task tools.
He's splicing live and into Wacky 2. So they'll be looking to go to the past and do a level wrap that was found by Zaxxon, I think.
Zaxxon and Cubby. I think it was a combination.
Mixture of the both.
Zubby.
Yeah, it's very easy level wrap to do. You just look after you do the full peel out here. You look for like a little black square in the ground. It's the only one, and then you use that as a visual cue of where to do the peel out. You just want it on like the bottom right corner of your screen, and then you do peel out and wrap, and then you win. Oh, it's Cubby who found it? Okay, thank you.
Alternatively, oh, that's unfortunate for Xandre. I
unfortunate.
forgot that if you jump, you can do a spring yard / mushroom hill jump. If you jump the frame after you do a 1-frame zip, it actually pushes you down instead of jumping up.
Yeah.
And it's used in Mushroom Hill, and it's in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and it's used in Spring Yard in Sonic 1.
Oh, sure, getting a zip into the boss room, nice.
No extra man.
Shaw's had an extremely clean run this race.
I'm just trying to think, were there any major mistakes that he made?
No, not so far. I think he's probably going to be kicking himself for not going for Title 2 wrap.
I think he will. Because I was going to say, this is really good pace. We're looking at like 10 5x, 10 4x pace.
He's got about a 20-second lead on Xandre so far.
See, I put my money on Shaw, and I think my money was correct.
Yeah, Xandre was a little rusty coming back into it today. He hadn't played for a couple of weeks. He's been busy doing.
He was also very hungry coming into this. So
yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hold up this already while you go to the fridge, mate.
Yeah. So it appears that Nightbot is being a bad bot in chat. As Noob Guy does ! Prize pool, and it comes up with the schedule. But in all seriousness, we do have a prize pool link that people can tip towards to our fantastic runners, especially our top runners, because it will be going to the top 3. You know, they all put an incredible amount of effort into this game. First place receives 65%, second place 25%, and third place 10%, and we currently have $85 in that prize pool. So if you have any spare change, it's greatly appreciated, but of course we don't pressure anyone into doing so.
It's never expected, always appreciated.
Yeah.
Xandre having a couple of issues in Stardust 1 there. He lost about 9 seconds. Shaw finished Stardust 1 with a 22 as well.
Noob Guy is apparently Nightbot. Thank you, Sound Defense, for being our human IGT calculator.
Much appreciated. Okay, into the Metal Cody race.
Oh, you wrote a web tool. Wow. I can't write code for shit.
Insane.
I can probably draw a circle in Python. Love me some Metal Cody content. Not really much to comment on the Stardust Speedway boss. There's only really one way that you can do it. in order to secure the correct method of manipulating.
Aura's had an extremely clean start of 3. 54 to the little gate.
To the little gate. Should be a 106. 105. 105.
Very good.
It doesn't really get much better than that, has to be said.
I think sure we'll be going for the wrap again in Metallic. I just don't think he likes playing the stage glitchless. Yeah, he's doing his MPO start as well, which if done correctly can save like half a second. Oh no, he's just going glitchless. Okay, okay.
Oh, little mishap there, but I think overall it's definitely the smart move.
I think now he's got enough of a lead on Xandre that if he plays Metallic 2 and Metallic 3 clean, then yeah, he's secured the dub.
Xandre is going for the wrap though.
Yeah, Xandre kind of has to if he wants to make up any time at all.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Think he was early. Oh no, he got it.
Nice little backup there. Sure, starting off Metallic 2, we'll probably see him go for the new route. Saving about 6-7 seconds over the old one.
Yeah, he's going for the new one. So the new route involves taking this past sign down here, and then when you time travel, you end up at near the end of the level and you do an MPO, and use the iframes from the time travel to zip just past the spikes that are in the ground. This was a route discovered by Xandre, and once again, not getting the one frame.
Oh, Spike Room not playing nice either.
Yeah, no judgment on not getting the one frame tap though, because as our CD runners know, one frame taps in this game are ridiculous. That's a 951 exit for sure. I don't think this is going to be enough for Xandre. He's no.
No.
He's not getting a zip jump.
Yeah, to answer New Guy's question, we only have a loser's match for 3rd and 4th place to fight for the bronze medal, if you will. Sure, getting the task clip, see if he zips out to the right spot. I believe he has done. Ooh, very close there. But he makes it out into the bug room, and Xandre will be following along shortly. Sure, once again messing up the bug room. That's a thing that's become a bit of a theme for him, which isn't particularly fortunate. Xandre also going for dead task clip.
So even though he's ahead, there's still no room for error here at this point with the boss. Because if he dies here, then Xandre could cling it back.
Yeah, very intense final few moments, but could be a sealed deal, if you will, for sure. And I believe it is 11:09.
09! And that is GG's to Shaw.
Yeah, very close 3rd matcher. And Xandre doing a great job of catching up to things, keeping up with things, rather. But that was just an amazing run from Shaw, and not much of a worse run from Xandre. Both great runs, and there you go. Shaw only winning by give or take 15 seconds, 16 seconds. So Shaw will be moving on to the winners finals, I
Yeah,
believe.
he'll be moving on to the grand final.
Next up, we have Iandis versus Kokens. And then we have whoever wins that match goes against Joey, and then we'll have the bronze match, and then after that, the grand final. So make sure you stick around. Myself and Tej will be back in around about just trying to do the
About
math.
2 hours.
About 2 hours.
Yeah, in around about 2 hours, you'll hear our lovely voices again.
Yeah, and you'll have to put up with our shit posting once more. So thanks all for sticking around, and please do stick around some more, because it's going to get exciting, it's going to get interesting, it's going to get class, if you will.
Extremely class.